Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to a brand new episode of World of Horror. So, here's the thing, we're playing DD15 again. Listen, I checked, there is no update, there is no meme. Although there is an update for Fallout 76 that is 1.2 gigabytes. Anyways, there's also a Bloons update for 2 megabytes as well. So, you know, that's what I'm working with here. Oh god, Skyrim updated again. No! No! Wait, why did Skyrim update? Don't I have that on not to update? Oh no. I can't believe they've done this. Anyways, we're gonna try Haru because I have an absolute plan that I wish to do, and I need to get more experience with all of the characters. So, I wonder if you can guess what it is, perhaps. But anyways, here we are. Here we're gaming. So what do the cigarettes do? +1 reason, -1 stamina. And it's a trinket. That's pretty interesting, but I'm not entirely sure what that'll do for us. Now, you know, I have very exciting news. You might have noticed it by now, or you might not have, depending on whether the YouTube algorithm gave it to you or not. Which, to be honest, it's like, I mean, I don't know. Like, the YouTube algorithm could have given it to you, could have not have. But anyways, we have launched the first episode of -2 Reason. The only podcast that will end your... it will end your reason stat by delivering unto you -2 reason upon clicking the play button. So, I mean, really, like, you know, it is what it is. But it do be pretty cool. Like, I'm excited. Like, it's just a fun little weekly thing that Joey and I are doing. And, like, it's fun. You know, it really is cool. No, I refuse to buy a steak knife. Steak knife is for cowards. I would like, average steak knife user, average carpenter hammer user. This is pain. This is awful. So much 3% doom. Just please, brother, stop giving me the flashlight, man. Oh my god. It's just flashlights and bottles of milk. This is that, you know, I saw a video on Twitter where it's like, you walk down an aisle, and it's just a bunch of chairs. And then you walk down another aisle, and it's just a bunch of chairs, and they're all just folding chairs sitting on the shelf, and you're like, Jesus Christ, when will it ever end? And it just ad infinitum goes on to folding chairs. Apparently, right, like, people were getting into a twist about it. They were getting pretty upset, like, this is, you know, ridiculous. Apparently, it's just a strategy to make the store look nicer, and it's, like, totally normal. I can't... Like, I've been to the store in my time. This might be, like, hard to believe, but I've been to the store in my time. I've been to the store quite a few times, and I've been to a bunch of stores quite several times. And I can tell you that that's not something that I've seen, at least with lawn chairs. And so, to me, looking at it on Twitter, it looked pretty odd to see. And people were using it as, like, a dunk or whatever, you know, they're like, oh, haha, you know, you would know what this is if you ever, like, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, it's just like, I mean, I didn't really, like, I've inevitably seen it before, like, I remember seeing something similar to it in the past, but a violent man obsessed to the point of madness, like, this man, he went on Twitter once. That's what happened. Like, Twitter is weird, because it is genuinely, like, you have... Yeah, we'll tackle him again. Okay. Like, Twitter is so weird, right? Because it's like, you have a situation where sometimes you open the app and you just, like, see really cool stuff. Like, there was a day a couple days ago where... Okay, it's a smoke break. It's a smonk break. +1 reason. You love to see it. There was a couple days ago on Twitter Okay. It's a little sketchy. There were a couple days ago on Twitter where it was just great, right? Like, it was just great. Like, you had, the amazing new meme where it's like Shadow is like shit-talking Sonic and is like, "You're a beta male, Sonic." That was great. That was really funny. I really liked that. And then that was the funny thing on Twitter. And then you had the wholesome thing on Twitter was like the dads on duty thing. That was like the cutest thing, where it's like people in the school are fighting with each other, and ever since the dads walked in to just kind of like hang out and just be dads on campus. Well, not it's school grounds, right? It's not like a campus. A campus is a college, but like school grounds, you know what I mean? And it's just like dads being dads, and there's like no more fighting. Like, that's great. That's wholesome. That makes you happy, right? You do indeed love to see it. But then, like a couple days later, Twitter giveth and Twitter taketh, okay? And so then you get on Twitter and then people are like going absolutely berserk. And it's just like, oh no, this is a website. So I think that Haru, commenting on the game for a moment, I think that Haru is a good boy. And I actually like the ability that he has an event that just randomly takes you to +1 reason. I think that's cool, and I like that a lot. Now, we are going to activate... Like, I kind of want to activate the cigarettes just to see what happens. Like, if we use this, what's going to happen? Oh. This is just a reusable thing that heals us. That's really cool. And then you just randomly get smoke break, which is +1. He used to be great. He used to be so good. Like, come on, man. This is insane. And we have 7 charisma and 7 perception, so regardless of what stat check this is, we're relatively confident in that. Search the room, please. Empty bottle. I don't know why there are black boxes that are showing up on the screen. This is probably something to do with Haru, but I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah, you know, sometimes you go on Twitter and your day is ruined, and sometimes you go on Twitter and it's like the best day you've seen in a long time. 72% Doom? Oh no. You're already here. Whoa! Okay, so I have come to the conclusion that you don't play Haru. I have come to the conclusion that you do not play Haru. But, yeah, you know, it is, I will say, though, that Twitter got good very briefly because the new Toho game came out. And it's been kind of weird, right? Because I don't want to retweet anything yet, because people take new Toho characters as, like, big spoilers. And so, like, all the new art that I've seen, like, your entire timeline is just, like, Toho spoilers, and then it's, like, the new girl. And, I mean, the new character looks awesome, right? But I'm, like, hesitant to retweet it, because I'm like, but do people really take it as spoilers? Like, I'm not really in the community, you know? Like, I'm relatively... Like, I play the games, but I wouldn't really... I play the games casually on easy mode, and, you know, I just, you know, I have fun trying to dodge the bullets and then inevitably getting shot and dying. So I wouldn't really call myself, like, a part of the fandom, nor would I call... Like, I'm a fan, but I wouldn't say that I'm, like, a part of the fandom, if that makes sense. So, hold on one second. I gotta scale it up, and then 3, 2, 1? There we go. A little delayed. A little delayed. For some reason, OBS takes a second to recognize. Okay, so... Man, Haru can't catch a break. Like, he really can't. No matter what version of the game he's in. We'll do Kairi then. That's a shame. Poor guy. We're gonna beat the game as a non-Koiji character one of these days. Like, it just has to happen. I mean, right, like, it eventually has to happen, like, inevitably. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. It's early in the game. If we can get a free weapon, we can get the ritual dagger from this, we can be pretty happy. Or we can just perish. We can just die. another alternative fact that we can do is we can just, like, cease to exist. 8 knowledge, come on, bro. 8 knowledge. 8 knowledge in the bank, let's go. Get me out of here. Okay, break the window and grab it. I'm a little bit concerned about our stamina. Strength was always going to be a dump stat anyways. And not today, Satan. So 51% chance to run. We gotta take it, brother. We gotta take it. We gotta take it, brother. We gotta take it. Oh no. We're taking the slashed in the neck, that's for sure. Or grabbed in the neck. Was that the... I saw something there, and for some reason I briefly thought I saw like the JoJo menacing. And I was about to lose my goddamn mind, dude. That's an excess game capture. I accidentally turned it on. I don't need it on. What game is this for? Capture 5? That's for balloons. I don't think I ever ended up making a balloons video, but I put a game capture for it. So, I mean, I wouldn't say... I mean, don't get your hopes up. I'm probably not gonna do balloons videos, but, like... Bruh. I mean, cassette player and cassette, Oh, steel pipes and sewing kits. I mean, this dog... He's facing the freaking market out here, if that's what you call it. I realized that I probably didn't finish what I was saying earlier because I got distracted. But it's like, people on Twitter, they just want to argue about everything, you know? It's like, haha, you'd know about facing if you existed in the real world, nerd. And it's like, I mean, listen, it's something that a business does occasionally to, like, make it to where the shelves don't look ugly, I guess. Maybe it's like an OCD thing. But, I mean, I think it would be pretty weird. Like, the only people I would think who would know that are, like, people who work there and, like, quiz people. Because I don't think that people who don't work there are gonna know about it, right? They've probably seen it, and they probably haven't thought about it until now, until they just see the army of lawn chairs. Or, actually, one of the best ones that I saw, because it was presented in such a comedic way that it was like, it was really funny, right? Like, it was a bunch of glass bottles on the shelves, right? And they were big glass bottles. And how it started is the person filming, they were looking down an aisle of glass bottles, and they were like, wow, it looks like they ordered a lot of... And then the camera shifts over to see a second aisle, bottles, like glass bottles. And then she's like, you know, it's like, wow, they sure have a lot of these things. I bet they don't have any more. And then the camera moves over so you can see a third aisle. And then there's even more glass bottles. And then, as the narrator is, like, casually talking about the excessive amounts of bottles, the camera starts to, like, drift to the left side, and then they just turn around and you just see, like, 10 aisles full of glass bottles. It was hilarious. And, you know, it's like, I think that there are some people who, it's a good thing they got a camera, man. It's a good thing they got a camera, because some people just have a really good idea of, like, what they can do. It's like how the camera was moving in coherency with the narration is probably the best way I can describe it without you having seen it for yourself. Now, this is, you know, has gone horribly wrong. What spell did we get? Oh, goody, witness curse. Wow. We got an absolutely garbage ritual. I mean, we're dead, dude, so we might as well go down swinging with the only other enemy in the school I can actually show you. So, she does -1 sanity damage. If we miss once, we're dead. Okay, forget this spell. Predict the attack. Outmaneuver the enemy. But the drugs haven't made the horror disappear. So, yeah, it is, unfortunately, getting dabbed on is what it is. I mean, this game is brutal, dude. Like, this game is really brutal. Alright, like, I just gotta be 100% honest with you. Like, the game, DD15 is incredibly hard. And not in a good way, I would say. Right? Like, give me 1 second. I need to take a drink of water. And I lied to you, actually, because it was sparkling water, not water. I am an unreliable narrator. However, I just want to say, when you're drinking sparkling water, there's like this transcendent time where, like, after you crack it open, there's this very brief period of time. I don't really know how long it takes to get there, and people probably have different, like, you know, different periods of time, but there's like a small period of time after cracking open, like a sparkling water, that it just, the mouth feel is just, ah!
Oh, sorry. Suddenly, somewhere, Emmerdale seems to have disappeared. We'll go back to it as soon as we can, once we've found it.
Alright, we're back. And actually what's kind of cool is the log in this version of the game is... Whoa! I didn't even see that we had that. But the log in this version of the game is actually, like, really good. So you can see that I failed to escape, and then I got hit twice. And then I managed to escape, and it was a 51% chance, so I'll take it. So, +1 to all combat rolls costs 2 reason. Don't mind if I do. And what we'll do is, I mean, we'll go back to the school, and then hopefully get, I mean, we'll take stamina there if we absolutely have to. But, I mean, this is interesting already. 8 knowledge. I mean, of course, we'll just die. We'll just keel over and die, like, no problem. We're gonna die. Like, this is insane. All we need to do is just get, like, 1 more fund. 1 trophy case, 1 locker room, that's it. I'll take it, okay? And so listen, we have +1 to all combat rolls, which is not actually, like, that good compared to what it is in the current game. But you're really gonna make me do this? You're really gonna make me do this? Do I want a minus in enemies? No, we need reason gain. You bought a new item. Woof. Okay. So this is actually, like, semi-reasonable. How are we doing on Doom? 13% Doom. Do we fish for it some more? Absolutely not, because then I have to put up the anti-Susan shield. And, I mean, here's the thing. She's doing 1d2, she's doing 1 plus 2, or 1d plus 2. We're doing plus 3. We got this. We got this, dude. We got this. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 8 knowledge, let's go. Pain. I want, like... Let's do it. Let's do it, dude. Let's do it. Predict their attack. Let's go. Compose yourself. Let's go. Predict their attack. Let's go. Look for a weak spot. Let's go. Predict their attack. Let's go. Okay. Let's send her. This would be a really good opportunity for Kairi to have a freaking extra dice against ghost enemies. You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it that your best stat is, like, complete garbage. How we looking? 28% Doom? It's doable. It's doable. We're gonna leave it for later. We're not gonna risk it because, I mean, the last time we risked it, we freaking died. Okay, so let's try it. Let's go. We got something. It's bad, and if we'd sell it if we could, but we can't. Oh my god, okay. Forget. Yo! In this version of the game, forgetting the ritual actually gets rid of the ritual. That's crazy. Okay. That run wasn't long for this world. That's pretty wild, though. Like, that's actually kind of cool. So, I mean, yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it one more time. We'll try it just the one more time, honestly. We got Mend. Gain 1 reason. I'll you know what? That's fantastic. I will treasure Mend until the day this Kairi dies. In which case, after that point, I'll call Mend a garbage spell that has no viability in the game. And you won't be able to fact-check me on that because, haha! Well, okay. There's like 50 people who could fact-check me on that. And to be honest with you, on paper, Mend sounds like a great spell. Because, I mean, it's basically like what we have in the main game, but built into... Is it... meditate? There's meditation and there's like prayer or whatever. And then one of them is like +1, 2, or +1, -2, -2, +1. Mend is the -2, +1. So, theoretically speaking here, we could fight. Right? Like 1d +1, we've basically only got, like, she's gonna get a +1 on us. That's it. And so if we could, like, get one of these off, you know, like, do that, or that, or that, or, you know, that, yeah. And then we could do this, and then we just roll the same dice every single time, and then she just kills us anyways. That's perfectly adequate. You love to see it. Okay, so listen, here's the thing. We have Mend. We're gonna use Mend. I actually really... This is actually better than what we have in the main game, because you can use it out of combat. Carpenter Hammer, I'll take it. And so now we just need one more fund, and then it's all good, brother. It is all good. We just need one more fund, and it's A-okay. It is peachy keen, it is A-okay. It is fine and or dandy. Just need one more fund. Now, we have basically the same... Predict their attack? I cannot believe we made the strength check. That's ridiculous. Send her to heck. Send her back to the shop class. She needs more work. But yeah, no, so this game's driving me absolutely crazy. Because, I mean, there's not really much strategy to it. Like, you just gotta no thoughts, head empty it, for the most part. And we're playing a fine art of tug-of-war right now. 12% first weapon, you love to see it. You know what's crazy? Is what we've got going on here is essentially... We're grinding, and every time we kill one of these headless mannequins, you know, you've got... Oh, we should have taken it with stamina. I'm stupid, dude. Check the camp on the icy coast, brother. I'm not a coward. So here's the deal, right? It's like every time we do this, you love to see that, we're getting 5% EXP from the headless mannequin. And it's not even that good. Like, that's fantastic. But, like, seriously... We got 40 EXP from those two events, but killing 3 headless mannequins was 15 EXP. Like, that is not worth it at all. Like, this is absolutely fantastic. And it's minusing our doom, so we're at 9% doom, which is absolutely incredible. Like, but seriously, this is awful. So, predict their attack, or we could just fight fair. I want to predict the attack, because I don't want to fight fair. Because, I mean, look at that! Look at that! We have... She rolled a natural 6, and we rolled a 3. And we're gonna perish. We're actually just, like, consistently rolling a 3 repeatedly. Like, that's absolutely disgusting. Like, we literally just need one more fund, and then we can leave the school forever. I still have the picture up, I apologize for that, but check the icy coast. We're dead, dude, we're dead. That's absolutely disgusting. Right, the thing about this game that it's a puzzle that I can't solve, is that you need a weapon, because otherwise you're rolling 1d6 plus 1, which is awful. And then, you also need the camera so that you can fight. Like, imagine fighting an enemy who has 1d6 plus 4, and you have 1d6 plus 2. Like, how do you fight back against that? You don't. You run away or you die. And so what you need to do is you need to have high stats, and then you need to have a camera, so the enemy's at -2, and then you need to have a weapon that gives you +2. Any weapon will give you +2. There's only like 3 weapons in the game. But, I mean, it's just crazy. It's absolutely wild. And, like, I'm feeling kind of like a Arc Noir situation. I don't know why I was gonna say Arc Knights, but I don't even play Arc Knights. Like, I really don't understand why I was gonna say that, but it's like an Arc Noir scenario where in order to win on the hardest difficulty, what you have to do is just throw yourself into the meat grinder like a million times in a row, and then you'll get it right eventually. Right? Like, that's one of the problems that I have with, like, the Savage Beast and the blah, blah, blah for Arc Knights. I said Arc Knights! It's, for Arc Noir, right? Like, for those of you who have watched those videos, which that's a long time ago, like, it's pre-World of Horror Episode 1, man. Like, in Arc Noir, we were trying to go for the achievements, but the thing was, in order to get the achievements, you need to get 4-star runs and 5-star runs. And that means that you have to, like, not take any starting perks, and then not take any bonus cards. Which, based on how the game is designed, doing both of those things is basically like saying you don't want to win. And it just makes the game, like, almost impossibly hard. Because in order to win the game, like, the game is literally designed for you to get to a certain point, die, and then unlock perks that you can then equip on all subsequent runs. Like, that's literally how Arc Noir is designed to be played. And so, saying no starting perks, and then no starting cards in order to get your 4- and 5-star runs, it's no surprise that, like, the only people on Steam who have it, like, listen, I'm gonna check, but last time I checked, it was like 0.1% of people have the achievement, right? Like, it is insanely hard. And I actually had, like, I think that was probably the first sort of, like, real engagement, if you're looking to get nostalgic about, or if I'm looking to get nostalgic about how my channel first started developing, is that that's sort of like the first engagement that I had, was people asking about how do you get that achievement, and then us theorizing about how to get it. But, like, okay, like, you have to get okay, so it's improved greatly, so maybe there's a strat that I don't know of, but in order to, but Security Chief Clear and Savage Beast Clear are now at 12% and 5%, which is actually, like, insane, because I remember when I was playing back then, like, Savage Beast Clear was at, like, 0.1%. So, that is absurd. Like, you know what? No, the video doesn't end now. We're gonna listen to this banger. I'm gonna go to the community hub, and I'm gonna see how do you get the Savage Beast achievement. In case anyone is still wondering, you have to get it by finishing the game with a 5-star score. So let's see. You can get initial perks 2, 20 points. Initial perks stars 5, 13 points. Ending good, 20 points. So you need to get, and then you have to have the bonus cards remaining. So, oh man. That is... Ooh. That is brutal. You have to get 50 points. You know what? That's actually a lot better than I originally thought. So I amend my previous statements. This actually seems completely doable, and now I want to do it. I actually do. I want to do it now. Like, that sounds... I mean, that actually sounds doable. Right, being able to start with 2... being able to... So all you have to do is get 50 points? Okay, that's not actually that bad. Like, this apparently was out in late 2019. I guess I just never saw this post. Okay, no, alright. I'm a man on a mission. This is something that... Okay, I mean, I'd probably do it as Bruno with EXP perks and just grind it out that way, because Bruno's probably, like, the easy way to do it, but... I'm getting kind of excited. Is it time to bring Is it time to bring Arc Noir back to the channel? Yo, Arc Noir, I genuinely love Arc Noir. I put 30 hours into that game. I really like it. And considering there's probably only about, like, I don't know, maybe, like, less content than World of Horror? I mean, like, listen, I'm excited. I'm excited. And so Security Chief is 4 stars, so that's under the 65 points or whatever it was. Because I'm looking, somebody has an achievement. They've got Security Chief. Oh. All right. Yeah. So sorry, 55 points. 55 points for Savage Beast. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. I'm gonna stay safe out there. I've got some grinding to do. Have a good one. Peace out. Bye.